Alright, we're back. I believe this is losers finals, I think. Yeah, Aimless, who we just talked about. He's feeling hot. He just came out of a set, taking on Lucy. Almost supposed to be taking up the Team Gohan mantle, but instead taking up the Vortex mantle. So let's see. Let's see how we handle it. Already lost neutral. God damn. So let's so we already know Lucy's neutral is suspect. It's a weakness he knows he has, so you can't really roast him for it because he's trying to work on it. Good on him. So, but let's see what was the mistake that led him to lose neutral. Reflecting the beam. That's how we're gonna lose neutral already. My guess, you wanted to try to stop the Bardock Lariat. That's not how you stop the Bardock Lariat. It's a way, but it's not the best way. The best way to stop Bardock Lariat is to air backdash heavy. Because if you stand there, be locked in a reflect dashing, where you can be clipped by a recovery, and you call in an assist, you're going to be in a situation that's very akin to this, where in your ways of trying to not lose neutral, you lost neutral. First mistake. Damn, my man pushed you out of the blocks into that shit. Okay, that was this is another thing that I see you do. You tend to do this for the same thing. Whenever super dash is involved in any side of the equation, attack or defense, you always go for the exact same thing. Buttons, terrible idea. Literally, it's like you're like if I saw that, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna twitch the fuck out of you. Don't you ever do that shit to me ever again. That's disrespectful. And whenever you block a super dash, you immediately 2M. Both of those are terrible ideas. Offensively, you're pressing buttons after a super dash. Guess what? 2H. You block a super dash. Oh look, 2M. Guess what? Double jump, falling heavy. You're dead. Or backdash, with punish with the light into a medium. You're dead. All right. So be patient. Look to see what they do first. Don't just automatically assume what they're gonna do. Like I fight Aimless a lot. I don't automatically assume what Aimless will do. I fight Bubs a lot. I don't assume what Bubs will do. Because when I fight them in practice and in the training lab, it's not gonna be what they do here all the time. This is a fresh set. So pay attention to what they're like I said in the previous video. This is game one. Use this down together as much information as you can. All right, so don't just assume that they're going to do whatever. All right, so that super dash of buttons, that's fine if you don't do it again, because that's just testing. That's just like a light testing ground. First of all, it's Gotek. That's not gonna hit anyway. That shit has a short ass range. Lucy, you're kind of killing me, baby. Okay, so it's okay because I used to make this exact same mistake multiple times. One bad bomb. So the equivalent, because we all know the legendary one bad beam is all it takes to lose a game when you're playing like Goku or Trunks or someone of that nature who relies on a beam. One bad beam is all it takes. For Team Gohan's case, one bad bomb is all it takes, because the landing recovery on that shit is fucking real. Why? Because it's a ki blast. All the recovery on all aerial ki blasts are fucking insane. Look, you threw the bomb. Guess what? You're blocking, but he's still recovering from that bomb, and he won't recover until he hits the ground. From that height, not until he hits the ground. So that bomb, pretty much you don't want to throw the bomb until you're over here and they're at least three quarters screen away. And the higher up you are, the further away they need to be. If you're like right here, you can throw it when they're like half screen. But since you were fairly high up, he wasn't even over here. This man was right here. Right here. That bomb is literally just asking you to get whiff punish. That is a free whiff punish right there. So step number one in upping your Team Gohan play, I've ignored that reflect. You tried. I can't really blame you. You tried. But step one improving Team Gohan play: bomb placements. Know when and where to throw the bombs. In aimless, you bait reflect, but you never punish it. Don't forget, actually press a button to punish. Okay. 2H? No 2H. Okay. Lucy, tell me, baby. Tell me what was going through your mind right here. Okay? Because I am curious. So, you were taking pressure, right? Oh damn, did I go? Yeah, oh shell went really far back. God damn. It's okay. Well, I didn't go far back enough. There we go. We're back. We are back on track. Okay. First of all, 2M, terrible idea. You're lucky you didn't get punished. Okay. So right here, you're taking pressure. Okay, I'm blocking. He has both assists. I just need to block this and then wait for him to try to reset the block stun, and then I can look for a way out. Okay, that's what you should be thinking, or you could be thinking guard cancel. Okay, so you see him cross up to the other side. Okay, you see him jump. May I ask, what entitled you to do a dragon rush when he was in the air? If I may so ask. If I was aimless, this tells me he doesn't know how to handle being under pressure. His defense is lacking. And since I already won, honestly, like real talk, if I was aimless in this situation, I would be thinking this is an easy win. Of course, you can't never ever disrespect your opponent, but this is when you sit back and think like, okay, if I stick to my guns, do my normal game plan, I should be able to win this without any upsets. Because you already beat him on in neutral multiple times, and then he's already showed he doesn't know how to handle pressure. So you bait his reaction, like you bait out the guard cancels, and you bait the dragon rushes or like reflects, then this should be easy. This should be relatively easy. Alright? Because that dragon rush was suspect, dude. He was in the air. Don't be afraid to block. Do not be afraid to block. Blocking sucks. Everyone knows if you're blocking, you're losing in this game. But that doesn't mean you need to be afraid to block. Everybody has to block at some point. It's nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to be scared of. It's a part of every fighting game. So just get used to it. It may be different in Dragon Ball because it's really oppressive, but there's always this isn't season 1 adult Gohan. There's always a way out. There you go. Hit by the Lord, hit by his own bullshit. Interesting. Okay, so you got the vortex down pat. I'll give you that. But everything else needs help. Your pressure needs help. Neutral needs help. So I appreciate the mid-screen ghost Oki. But no, if you're going to do it, at least do what aimless does. Super dash. Don't just dash up and don't stagger it by that much. Because that gives him such a huge window to jump out and get away. It gives him time to vanish and put you in block stun so the ghost will go away. Gives him no time to raw tag. Because staggering is fine, but those were some big staggers. Should have just pressed the button. So here's one thing you do need to be careful when you try to instant air dash with the assist. Because I know I learned this the hard way. It may look like it's safe, but it's not. A lot of times it's fake. It has to be very, very precisely timed. And I'm just going to ignore that air beam for now. For mainly, because that beam was a little sus. Nice guard cancel. Okay, so here's another thing. First of all, for those of you who don't know, depending on the range Also, no, I'll go back to my first thing. This is the third time he's done this in a row. EX fist into low. He hasn't changed it up at all. He's not going for any resist. He's literally just going for straight pressure. You can reflect, lariat, punish. He doesn't go for a dragon rush. He doesn't go for any cross up over. He literally just goes for the straight 2 every single time. Reflect, punish that ass. Okay. Next, depending on the range. Okay. There's this move is a very interesting move. I love it and I hate it at the same time because there's 2 different situations where you're plus on block. One is the range. If he hits it at max range, he can be pseudo plus. At the very least, he'll be even. And then another time is it a situation akin to what we're looking at right now. Let me back it up a little bit. Yeah, it's a situation very akin to what we're seeing right now, where he does the kick, and if he lands first, he's plus on block. Now there are certain setups that will make this consistent, where he always lands first and will always be plus. This was not one of those moments, because if you saw, actually no, this was. So he was actually plus. He was plus right there. Oh. Before I get too much on my horrors, let me go back and check it again. It's a shame this one doesn't have a slow motion. Okay, now this is important because Lucy plays T Gohan, and guess what? I'm picking T Gohan back up too. Yeah, so he was actually minus. I saw Gotenks landed first. Okay, so that is a very microscopic situation to look out for. So I'm not going to get on anybody's case for not knowing it. But now that you see it now, depending on who lands first, will actually determine who's plus on block. And Gotenks, well, not plus, but determine who's plus and who's minus. Gotenks landed first. That means he's plus. So don't let him get away with this. Because I can 100% guarantee Lucy did not know the setup to make the flying kick plus on block. And I'm gonna ignore that you tried to super dash out there, and super dash was a little sus. Okay. What incarnation was that? Why spend that much? Well, I guess you were gonna spend the same amount of bar anyway. But why? Okay? If you want to get Team Gohan out, that's fine. But just do the half circle into a level 3. Or just do a level 1 into a level 3. Because this, you use the 3 bars like you were going to anyway. But now you lost all sense of you lost all pressure. And since you know that the neutral is your weak point, you don't want to give them a situation where they can tech out like that. Especially after sending them so high up in the sky where you have no way of getting back to them without using Super Dash. If you decide to Super Dash, aimless can on reaction, just do EX Beyblade, and guess what? You lost already. So just do the level 3, put them in a hard knockdown situation where you get a 50-50 or at the very least a safe jump. Because otherwise, you're just putting yourself in a situation where you and everybody else knows where you are disadvantageous. You put them in a situation where you automatically lose. And you did it willingly. Yo, that beam was trash. That beam was garbage. Also, get your cross up. So that cross up was whack. Round star Yamcha assist. I don't know how I feel about that. One bad beam is all it takes. One bad beam is all it takes. I don't know. I'm going to guess you were trying to jump. You were going to back tech jump or up tech jump because you just got caught trying to jump. You got punched in the chest for that shit. Okay, this is another key part in playing neutral in Dragon Ball. Knowing how and when to use your assist. So you see, aimless only uses it to close the gap or to keep up pressure. And like, you know, combos. You know, the 3 basic times you should be using the assist. So keep knowing the matchup here. You're much better full screen than Bardock is. You know, the beam, the better buttons, all the light. Okay, let's get this out the way. Bardock's lights and his lariat are godlike. Everything else are suspect. I'm a keep it real. His 2H is decent, but his mediums, heavies, they're suspect, if average at best. Goku has good mediums, good heavies, decent lights, and a beam, a good full screen presence due to the Ki Blast if you really wanted to, the EX overhead fist. Alright? What the hell was that? This man is over here. He's jumping back. You see him jumping. You can hear his stick. He is jumping back. Why call out Gohan's assist? Guess what? Now you're down. Now you're down in assist. You're down to pressure assist. A close range assist. Bitch, you're full screen. What's the point of this? If he was around half screen, because we all know Team Gohan's assist goes pretty far. If he was at least 3/4 to half screen, you could justify it. But this is just a waste of an assist. Waste of an assist. You have to use your assists more tactfully. You have to think about what you're doing when you use them. Okay, I appreciate that 2H though. I really do, because I know exactly what we were trying to do. But I think what happened. Hold on, before I start spewing shit. Let me actually make sure what happened. If my Seeker will cooperate. Here we go. Okay, like I said, I really appreciate what you tried to do. So I know what you were trying to do. You were predicting the instant the cross up overhead. That's why you take your normal assist. It would have worked. But this is a case of Aimless fucking up his inputs, because you saw the medium came out first of all. Maybe Bardock's cross up medium is trash. Trash. Don't use it. Use light instead. But you saw he fucked up the input, so he went all the way over here, leaving you to suffer in the landing recovery of the 2H. Honestly, you could have vanished, but there's no way for sure if he would have reacted to that vanish or not. So I appreciate just letting the 2H rock, although you could have called an assist. No, like the Gohan assist to keep you safe, but it's all right. It's okay. Okay, so he literally slowly just walked you down. I don't know what else to say. He just walked you down. You threw out the beam in the air, which gave you landing recovery, so you weren't able to do anything. So the moment you had the ground, you would have to block. So be wary, like I said, be wary of what you're doing. Whenever you make a movement in neutral, so the way you want to go about neutral in any fighting game, like if I'm watching you do your thing, trying to like sneak into the opponent, try to back out, at any point, if I stop the match and I ask you, why did you press that button? You better give me a reason on why you pressed that button. I don't want to hear, I don't know, I just kind of did it. If that's your answer, then you automatically lost. If you're going to be throwing out an air beam, you have to say why. You have to think to yourself, why am I throwing out this air beam? Like am I hoping to, like, if I notice he always instant air dashing, pressing a button, like, okay, I would jump, throw an air beam to make sure that it closes. If it hits him, I vanish. If not, then I just sit here and just wait. But just throwing out a random air beam like that, especially because someone like Bardock, who's on the ground the whole time, I mind you, he's staying relatively close to the ground, who at any point can do a micro dash Kara into a lariat to catch you in the face as you land. That's not exactly the smartest look. You know what I'm saying? You can always just super jump forward and backwards, pressing heavy, because Gotenks heavy button is godlike in the air. The thing hits like a goddamn crescent moon. You can do mediums. His lights are godlike as well. You can do the forward Ki Blast that has very little recovery. It's much safer to use. You have much better options than just relying on the beam. That's the biggest. It's the issue I had too when I was playing Goku. And I'm learning Goku. Just because you have a beam doesn't mean you have to use it. There's a reason, like Bambaban, Goichi, they don't be spamming the Kamehameha, because that's a very committal move. You press it, you're locked in that animation for a long time. So you have to be careful when you use it. You're better off using Ki Blast, superior movement, and and your superior buttons in these types of neutral situations. Because like as I said, all it takes is one bad beam. You fuck up that beam, you're dead. Look what happened to Goto. Fucked up the beam, he's dead. And just like that, it's over. It's ogre. Alright, so that's game one. Keep in mind of everything that you saw. His movement, figure out how he moves, figure out how he likes to round start. I'm never ever a fan, personally, I'm never a fan of doing round start assist. I just think that is a huge waste of an assist. Like, he didn't do it last time. What makes you think he would do it? He would try to do it this time. It didn't work last time. Matter of fact, you lost neutral because you did this exact same thing last time. So why would you do it again? If I was Amos, that just tells me he doesn't pay attention to what's happening. He's not adapting to what I'm doing. He's just in his own little Lucifer world, just doing his own thing. Like, if you ain't gonna respect me like that, bitch, I'm just gonna beat your ass. Because you're gonna have to adapt to what I'm doing. I'm adapting to what you're doing, and you're just getting bopped. So you gotta do me the respect and do the same thing. I'm gonna assume that was an instant air dash. I can't say it for sure. I'm just gonna say it was. You get fucked it up. It's okay. Mechanics. Just practice it. Go home and practice. If that was supposed to be an instant air dash, be honest with you. You don't have to be honest to me. I don't care if you lie to me. Just don't lie to yourself. If that was supposed to be an instant air dash, go over to the lab, instant air dash forward, instant air dash back 10 times in a row without fucking it up. If you're feeling saucy, do a super jump instant air dash 10 times forward and backwards. Okay? Unless you want to say I was doing forward jump light to catch him jumping out. You know, if that's what you were trying to do, that's what you were trying to do. I can't say for sure. Only you know the true answer to that question. My ingenuity is telling me that was supposed to be an instant air dash. The instant air dash is not what we saw. Nice. That's dead. Also, notice the order that when people DHC, notice the order in which they do it. It's something that seems minor, but the last person they call in was the person that would be on point. So if you're like you're killing someone with Gohan, Goku, and Gotenks would be the way to go. And I think that does more damage. Don't quote me on that, but the last time I played this team, because I did used to play this team for like a hot minute, Gohan, Goku, Gotenks, so many goes, did more damage than Gohan, Gotenks, Goku. Also because the ghost will knock them out of both Kamehameha. So always save that last. And plus it'll put Gotenks' point. He'll be a much better point than Super Saiyan Goku. So keep in mind not just the damage, but of who you want point. Nice reflect. Oh, 2M. Risky, but I'll take it. Nope. No optimized combos. I'll let it slide for now. We'll work on. Since you're now in the Team Gohan Discord, I need you to actually look in the Discord. You were part of it earlier, but you need to fucking look in the goddamn Discord to see what's going on. Because I shit you not. Hold on. Let me go back and let me peep. Let me peep the damage values. Any straight hits? Okay, so straight 2M start. I kid you not. If you did an optimized combo, you would have done around 8,000 damage. With this much meter, because this is a self-sustaining combo. Or almost. So I think it's not. I think it's minus 1 bar. So you started with 3. We got a hard knockdown and do around 8,000 damage. Just with these two characters. Trust me, because I used to do this shit all the fight. Axe Game Boy, Axe Aimless, Axe Bits, Bubs. I do that. I used to do that shit all the time. Oh, you got hit with the straight 2. Guess what? You're taking 8K damage. You gotta hold that shit, son. Look in the combo doc. Tingohan has a combo document made by Harry. Look in the Discord. Look it up. Read through it. Ask me. Ask Bamkey. Ask Harry himself. Ask Raw Kid. How the optimal, because you literally could have put this at 8K damage and with a hard knockdown that he had, that he now has to hold. Spark, I like the spark. I don't like the super dash afterwards. I don't like the beam into just rushing forward afterwards either. Nice reflect. Keep that in mind. He reflected after the legs. Beautiful. Do you have the optimized combo? No, you don't. He goes for it. Okay. So, actually, real talk, you probably could have killed him. I shit you not. Don't underestimate how much damage this character can pump out. Like, there's a reason I keep saying he's probably with the team. He's the highest damaging character in the entire game. Vegeto's the highest damage solo, but with the team, he does the most damage in the entire fucking game right here. You legit could have killed him from that vanish. 2M, 5M, jumping medium, 2H, light delay, light, key blast, bomb, super dash, medium, heavy, legs, dragon rush, DP, level 1, dead. Or level 1, level 3. Or just straight up level 3, dead. You could have killed that man without spending nearly... Actually, if you wanted to pump, that would have killed him too. But with the optimized combo, you would have come out with a lot more damage, a lot more meter. And aimless, you could have fucking killed him. You could have killed him. Just kill him. Just kill him. This fucking character, dude. That was just stupid. That was stupid. That was like the last active. That was like the last active, like 50 something active frames that cashed him. Is that dead? Yeah, that's dead. Nice. Oh no, not dead. Okay. Now normally I would get on someone for not spending the cash, but honestly, in my personal opinion, if they're left with like a pixel, you can't get mad at somebody for not spending the cash, because obviously they thought that would have killed. Because look at that, man. I thought that was gonna kill. No, you can't really get on someone's case for that. No punish on that DP. Then you do. Lucy, you did it again. You were lucky you didn't get punished the first time. Then you run out and do it again. You know how disrespectful that is? Just doing it twice back to back like that? That shows you have no respect for the man who's sitting next to you. Full screen reflect. We're going to have to talk about that. No 2H, that full screen super dash. Reflect? Oh no, you. I'm guessing aimless with knowing aimless, he might have tried to cross up there and he got stuffed in jumping frames. I'll give you that one. Be careful with jumping key blasts, because unless you're like 21 or like Go Tanks, your jumping key blast will have a shit ton of recovering frames. No matter how good it is for neutral or combos or whatever, it's gonna have a lot of recovery frames. That's not dead, but that's a hard knockdown. I say, yeah, that would need to too. What the hell was that? Was that a Kame? Tell me, was that supposed to be a Kamehameha? Like I said, one bad beam. One bad beam. No DHC? No DHC. That's disrespectful too. Especially with all that fucking blue life. That's over 4,000 health in blue life. You need to get that shit back. Nice. I'm liking it. I would slow down with the key blast, because that was a lot of key blasts. Like if Aimless really wanted to, he literally could have just super dashed the moment he saw the startup. It just punished you right there and probably killed you with 3K. No, possibly. I don't see it from a Goku's near enough as I should or as I want to. I do like the jumping Tatsu kicks. In the air, that's a 7-frame startup. That's literally an air jab with very high priority. One bad beam, by the way. One bad beam. So if someone super dashes at you, if you have the reaction time, air Tatsus is the way to stuff them out and get a full damage combo combo from it. Tatsus vanish into the basic vanish B&B. Okay, good. You didn't do it again. You wasted an assist, but it doesn't matter because you won neutral and then you lost neutral. Because the block string, the auto mix you tried to do, it wasn't perfect. So got reflected. Feels mucho bad. Go to the lab and tighten it up. Lab it back, tighten it up. It's okay. We're here to learn. We're here to learn. That's what I'm here to do. That's what you're here to do. Oh, well, what were you trying to do there? What were you trying to do? They let you get hit by that overhead. Well, not they let you get hit after the overhead. Because it said counter. You were trying to do something, and you walked forward. Oh, it could have just Dragon Rush right there. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because you have Yantra assist. Bruh, this is just tough to watch. Ooh, wait, would that hit? Yeah, he backdash. But I guess he instant air backdash into the 6S. That's my guess of what he was trying to do. Spark gained all that health back to full, 100% full. Whew, that hit. See, Dell said the Yamcha assist. I'm more talking about that heavy. Do you see how high up he was, and that still hit him? On Gohan, that's a small character, and that shit hit. Fucking A. Okay, full screen. All it takes is one bad beam, you guys. Damn, my man got tagged. Got tagged by the. Don't forget, please. If you're fighting a Bardock and Yamcha on the stage, don't stay on the ground. Stay in the air. Both of their A game is okay. It's not the best. It's not trash. It's okay. Well, Yamcha's is eh. But Bardock's is okay because he has the lariat and the jumping light's decent depending on which angle you're doing it at. So please just don't stay on the ground. That's a death sentence if you choose to stay on the ground. Reflect that. I can understand trying to fight him. It's gonna be very exhausting because he has 2 assists that are pretty much the exact same thing. Oh, nah, too much hit stun. Oh, nice. Very nice. Caught him trying to scrub it out. Alright, so that was losers finals. So now we're going to get back to the grand finals. So I'll see y'all in the grand final. Losers, don't forget, go on and practice what I was talking about. Look at the combos. Look at the Discord. Look at the combos. Work on the nooch. Don't forget those air dashes. Don't forget those fucking air dashes. Alright, I'm going to see you guys in grand finales.